In this video, we will dive deeper into understanding price action, how price action moves, and we're going to use price action rules to help us identify high probability setups. As a price action trader, my goal is to always locate the correct key level, key entry points, and the right channels. Now, I have one supportive indicator on the chart, this blue line, but it is a supportive indicator, only the 21 bar exponential moving average, but it can give me an idea where potential key entry point may be. So you had a downtrend working lower, break new low, a large two-legged pullback, uptrend working higher, break new high, and according to trend line rule, the uptrend played out. So this means I can expect correction or reversal. Now I cannot sell just yet. I would need to see proven push down below EMA and reversal pattern, felt second entry long. But I cannot go long because we played out, so I can expect correction. Let's see what's going to happen. So I'm being a little bit patient here. This is area of development, very typical after trend line rule will play out. So let's see what's going to happen. Each new high, which means I need to reset the count. I cannot go long. I cannot go short, and notice what happened. This is important. This high of the day important key level, resistance, transformed into support. We broke higher. This is what we call breakout pullback. We broke higher, came back, tested it, and because there was no felt second entry long, we pushed through the EMA. This means the buyer stepped in around this price level, indicating breakout pullback. This means there's potentially bullish pattern forming, and I'm not looking to sell. Okay? There is no good long setup just yet, but at this point, once you see this breakout pullback support is holding, this is why we're looking for these important key levels. It's important to right now start thinking bullish and be looking for some decent bullish pattern. I was looking for some channel like this, okay? But market quickly turned down lower, so I deleted it. Instead, I played this sideways structure. And now we have second entry long. You have a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, and we have another test of this key level. This looks visually like a first leg down, break, second leg down. So another sign that the buyers deem this price level worthy. And this is tempting second entry long. Problem is, I have to respect the shortened downtrend as well. Had there been clear break and new low, some broad break, new low, we can actually go long here because we have one bounce, second bounce. We can see the price action is struggling to break into trend range. There's so much in between. This is clearly going to be a bullish pattern. But because I have a shortened downtrend in play, a little bit sad that I cannot really enter. However, if you thought about buying here, your thinking process is correct, and you always want to make sure and reward yourself for thinking correctly, because even though there is no setup to take easily, if you have a good idea what's going to happen, you're actually progressing in your career. So right now we broke higher, and this is important. I have to be looking for bigger pattern, and the channel I finally drew at this point was a broad channel like this. Now why am I drawing this? It's simple. We tested it twice, we broke higher, and as a trader you never want to have these candles alone without a pattern on the chart. This channel has a break new high, but we keep pushing higher, we keep pushing higher, and we keep pushing higher. This means something. We are evolving into different channel. So because you don't want to have these candles without a pattern, because you don't know where is the key entry point, you don't know what is the directional bias, so always make sure you are looking for the right pattern. So right now I'm looking for two-legged pullback, second entry long at the EMA. New high first entry long, you can get a second entry long. We cannot. This was also a little bit of a breakout pullback. Again, not fully testing this key level, but once again, everything in price action makes sense. Okay, if you understand price action rules and how these candles operate, you can be able to predict the directional bias, and it's starting to make sense why price action is testing certain important key levels. So right now I still want to see the two-legged pullback at the EMA or at this particular trend line. We're just looking right now. The goal that we have is to wait and let the correction phase to finish and start buying the push phase, because the trend is up. Okay, I want to keep it simple. I'm not thinking about selling, by the way. By this point, when I establish this uptrend, I'm no longer even thinking about selling. Not at all. It may look like the market may reverse no matter how good the bearish bar is. I'm not thinking about selling. Only thing I'm doing is following short-term channels, looking for a visual two-legged pullback. That's it. We have a new high, first entry long, micro double top resets the count. Inside bar, I cannot take anyway, first entry long. And right now, downtrend played out with the break and the new extreme. So this is a good sign for bulls. We can see we have first leg down, break, second leg down. Good. And we have small support forming. Now this right here is a second entry long and triple test. Now normally I don't like buying below EMA But because you have also triple tested here, downtrend played out, two-legged pullback, you can consider the signal bar, however, is neutral. So I'm gonna mark it way more aggressive. The safer play is to wait for push above EMA, this is why the EMA is useful, and get a high low or felt second entry short. I'm also gonna put it a little bit higher here because we can see EMA going a little bit sideways. And notice we broke higher and we have high low confirmation setup of what? Two-legged pullback. It looked very bearish, reverse strongly bullish, indicating great momentum. This is a great high low, high probability setup, confirmation setup of the earlier second entry long. Now here we have felt second entry short, which normally felt second entry short would be great setup, even safer than high low, new low. This is the lowest point of this correction. This is where I'm going to reset the count. First entry short, second entry short failure. But I'm going long directly into these highs, and that's a problem. The higher low, at least you have room because you're buying lower, but this felt second entry short is so big directly into these highs. You know, I don't really like taking this, even though it eventually worked. You know, you're buying directly into these highs. The bar is quite big, so a little bit more aggressive. But you can see this is exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for identifying the main bias, which is bullish, identifying the end of the correction, and right now we want to take advantage of the beginning of the push phase. Two-legged pullback, breaking new extreme is indicating depletion of the correction phase. And once we see push above EMA, this is a sign that the push phase is about to start. And for this reason, we're using the price action counting technique to count the correct entry. Market keeps trending higher, so uptrend is clearly proven. Don't even think about selling, don't even think about reversing. Always follow the main trend, no matter how good the bearish bar looks. Double tap, come reset, new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, but this time there is no key level, no triple test, second entry long below EMA I cannot take, so I want to see push above EMA, and you can see it's pretty much the same every single time. Two-legged pullback, I want to see push above EMA, two-legged pullback, I want to see push above EMA, so can we get a push above EMA and some nice high low or for second entry short? We cannot, and in fact we created another push down. Now this is not technically good high probability setup, but this is bounce off the key entry point. Okay, you can see the key entry point we identified early is coming into play. This was a very tempting setup, but because it is only new high, first entry long, I have to mark it more aggressive. But because downtrend played out, visual two-legged pullback, you know, it is worth taking a shot here because this is the key entry point where the smart traders will be buying. The correction phase will end. Can we get a high probability setup? And there is no high probability. Actually, there is new high here, high low. Can I take a high low? It's not really that bad, but we broke below EMA first, okay? And right now, if I'm gonna draw this, we're kind of in the middle of this trend range. You know, looking back now, when I was watching this live, I didn't really like it because it felt in the middle of this trend range. You have quite a decent push down. You know, this is not a bad setup. I can mark it now looking back. It's not a horrible setup, high-low confirmation setup. It's not really confirming the textbook high probability setup. That's the reason why. Now, more aggressive setup, but can we get some confirmation or another setup? You have a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. And this is not only second entry long, but also new low. Always the lowest low of the correction is where I'm going to be looking for shorts. And why am I looking for shorts? I'm not looking for short entries to go short. In fact, I'm counting for shorts to take the other side, taking the failure, because the trend is up. Okay, so the second entry short in uptrend may result into trap. New low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short, failure if there's going to be a break above this bull bar. I was so ready to take it, but at the last second you can see this bar traded all the way down here. So you can see big bearish tail at the top and it's getting a little bit stacked. You know, the stack condition is not bad at all, only a few bars, decent uptrend. Had the bar close bullish, we can definitely go long, but unfortunately it closed so bad. You can see it worked great in hindsight, but nothing really we can do because the signal bar was so neutral. It's a shame because had it closed more bullish, we could have actually taken double high probability setup, second entry long, and I felt second entry short. Can we get some second entry long? We cannot. Now, even if you have a second entry long here, it's going to be a little bit too wedgy. You can see the wedge, so I'm going to be careful here. Market keeps proving how you can see the perfect key entry point is holding. Everything happens for a reason in price action. The rules work perfectly. New high, first entry long, second entry long, no break above this bar. Had there been a break, you cannot go long this close to these highs. Once again, big tail at the top, but there was no break, so nothing even to consider, okay, we're breaking the channel, so I expect, according to price action rules, to get new extreme. So I expect break new low first and then fail second entry short above EMA. Just because we broke the channel, that doesn't mean that you expect reversal. Zoom back, clearly nice spike in a channel. And notice what happened. We keep trending higher, so this is interesting. Now, downtrend working lower never had to break new low. Why only this singular push managed to generate such a strong reversal to the upside? You have to ask yourself, why there is no break in new extreme? A lot of times that happens if there is key entry point in a way. And if you're going to take a look at 10,000 tick chart, higher time frame, you can actually see the bigger spike in a channel was in play. So after we see price action going a little bit higher like this, I have to ask myself, hold on, the 10,000 tick chart spike in a channel is still in play. Can I widen this channel and make it still in play? Let me see. Yes, still fits here perfectly. I'm gonna copy it, put it at the top, and it actually explains price action a little bit better. So because you have a break new high, you expect correction reversal. That is not happening. Push up, another push up. This allows me right now to widen the uptrend. You have a new high, you have a first entry long, pullback, second entry long. Now this second entry long is not the best. This is more advanced because there is a big spike down one leg. And there is a big chance there's going to be second leg. But I'm not going to cherry pick. I don't like cherry picking. I'm going to mark this as a decent setup. I was on my break here, but the signal bar only 1.5 points. Definitely worth taking a shot. There's small support forming. There's more positives than negatives. So even though more experienced trader can recognize there may be some follow through to this very steep spike down, very common, definitely a decent setup to take a chance. The stop loss is going to be small, great signal bar. If you took this setup and you went for 8 ticks, you would have had a losing trade, but it's okay, that's part of trading. Nothing is 100%. You can never be fully 100%. So this was a decent setup to take a chance. If you took it, no problem, nothing wrong with this. You have a new low, first entry short, second entry short failure. And now you actually have a chance to re-enter, okay? Because now you have multiple tests and EMA keeps holding and our thesis still remains. New low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short. But because of the signal bar, I'm going to mark it a little bit more aggressive. And this is beauty. New high, first entry long, second entry long, another mini second entry long, great signal bar, support keeps holding, great chance to re-enter. So this is an important lesson. How you need to be mentally strong and don't take losing trades personally. Because if you do, if you take losing trades personally, you're probably going to be questioning yourself if you're reading this correctly here. You may be thinking about the worst case scenario, you're going to have 2 losing trades. You cannot take nothing personally, losing trades happen. Just follow the price action and market continues to go higher. Now as you can see, we have overshoot. So this means I'm going to be expecting stronger correction. Can we have stronger correction? But market keeps trending higher. This is interesting. So it's not really behaving as overshoot. You can see how far price action is trending higher, far from this trend channel line. This doesn't happen so often, but sometimes when this overshoot is so strong that it goes so far up from the trend channel line, there can be a brand new uptrend being established. And you can see it doesn't act as overshoot. You can see how far you're going. Normally overshoot is supposed to go back all the way here at this particular level. Why do we keep going higher? Why the secondary channel keeps holding so well? So once again, this is not that common. If you're a beginner trader, you probably don't have enough experience with the structure like this, because 8 or 9 times out of 10, the overshoot we're just gonna have stronger pullback. But use the distance here. Ask yourself, why are we so far from this trend channel line? Why is this uptrend so strong? There's a chance that the brand new uptrend has been established. But either way, if there's going to be second entry long, just be patient. You're always better off skipping the very first second entry long, because you cannot fully bet on the fact that uptrend may resume. There can be overshoot, so just be patient. You would want to see some setup above EMA. Okay, downtrend, break new low. There was no setup anyway, so good. You can see 2-legged pullback down, market moves in pairs of 2. So now if you're going to push above EMA, I can start trusting this uptrend. Can I get high low for a second entry short? High low is so far from the EMA I cannot take. Okay, now I have felt second entry short, but it moved quite far from the count reset point. You can see it's going a little bit too sideways. It doesn't really feel like a textbook felt second entry short we like to take. I would treat this more as a new high first entry long. Can I get some second entry long here? Bearish bar, not good. And now we have high low. Actually, this is kind of like a mini reset. First entry short, second entry short failure. You know, it's getting a little bit too late, so nothing spectacular you could have considered, because technically it makes sense. But, you know, this late is better just to be patient. And market right now is finally correcting. Actually, we keep trending higher. Pretty interesting. Strong uptrend day. So this is the overall structure for today. As you can see, very predictable day. Always identify the main bias. Never counter trade. Wait for the correction phase to end and just trust the rules. Buy low and be looking for high probability setups. Very strong uptrend. I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to wrap it up. And I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.